Welcome back, or for the very first time, to the Homeschool Resource Room Insider, where everyone is welcome and your questions are answered in 5 minutes or less. Hey, it's Ashley from the Homeschool Resource Room, and today I want to talk to you about the decodable readers that we got to try this year from Phonics Books. These are sets of decodable readers or learn to read phonics books that are not a base curriculum, but we use them as a supplement for learning to read, and they can really be helpful in supporting struggling readers. So a little bit about Phonics Books. They have kind of two sections to their library. They have the beginner reader books that are from ages 5 to 7, and then they've got the catch-up books that are ages 8 to 14. Both of these reinforce those beginning phonics skills. So if you have a younger kid that's just beginning to read, or an older kid who's struggling with those beginning skills, this is an excellent resource. Each book focuses on a specific reading, spelling, or kind of phonics skill, like phonemes, spelling of long and short vowels, practicing fluency, using suffixes. They're designed to meet your kids at their own level and start kind of building those skills, reading independently and building that confidence that they need to actually enjoy reading. So a few things I want to touch on that make Phonics Books really stand out. If you've been following my blog this year, you know that my daughter was recently diagnosed with dyslexia. She's 8 years old now and going into 3rd grade. And the decodable readers that we've been picking up from the library are starting to look really babyish. They're the same readers that we've been reading since she was 5 years old, and that now her little brother can read easily. She's still struggling with. If you have an older, struggling reader, you know what I mean. You don't want to give them books and worksheets that are designed for 5 and 6-year-olds. It really makes them feel defeated, like they can't do it as well as other kids their own age who are starting to read Harry Potter and the Babysitter's Club, and they're back here reading, picture books and princess readers. So what makes these books different is that they're really designed for older kids who are learning to read. When I pulled these out of the box at first, my daughter was so excited, and I've never actually seen her excited to read a book before. The illustrations are made for bigger kids. There's series that are 8, 12 books long that are made for bigger kids. It's just more interesting. There's adventure, there's fantasy. The first thing that she said when I pulled these out is like, wow, Mom, these are made for big kids who are learning to read like me. And that just kind of made my heart melt. So along with these series, the beginner readers and the catch-up series also has workbooks that you can get. And they're also designed for big kids. So you're not going to be handing your 8 or 9 or 10-year-old a 5 or 6-year-old worksheet. I think these are great and a really good way to kind of reinforce the skills and work on spelling practice as you read along with a book that your child is actually going to enjoy. As far as recommendations for Phonics Books, I think that decodable readers are an essential part of learning how to read. It gives your kids the kind of authentic practice of reading a real book that reading from a passage and a worksheet doesn't really do. These beginning readers and catch-up readers are great for kids who are learning to read at any age from 5 to 14. And I think that the catch-up readers especially for us, really help to build my daughter's confidence and get her motivated to read in a way that little kids' books just don't do anymore. This is a wonderful resource for parents, whether you're homeschooling, supporting a child after school, or if you just want to get your kid a series of books that they will be able to enjoy and read themselves without that frustration. So I really recommend checking out Phonics Books. I will leave a link down below for you that goes directly to their website. So if you have any questions for me, email me, Ashley@thehomeschoolresourceroom.com, and don't forget to subscribe.